Yo, welcome to yet another fresh episode of The Truth with Mr. Energy. Also, I want to use this medium to say thank you to all our subscribers, those that watch, like, share our content. I just want to say thank you. We see you all and continue to watch and share. Yes, let's go right away to the topic for today. The topic says 7 important rules of artist manager in 2026. So this is a very important topic. Like we all know, as an artist manager, it is always good for the beginning of the year for you to know your roles, what you're called to do in the life of your artist. Very, very key. You can't be using the strategy of 2024 and 2025 into 2026. You need to have outline a different strategy on how you need to approach. And that was why I've been able to outline these 7 points. Let's go straight to number 1. Number 1 point is career strategy and direction. Career strategy and direction. Yet, as an artist manager, you need to be able to give your artist the career and the direction which he wants them to follow in the year 2026. And breaking it down, the manager is the architecture and not just an administrator. Yes, a lot of artist managers have forgotten that they are the architecture, not just an administrator. As an artist manager, you are not an errand boy. You are not someone that is called to just pick call. You are not someone that the artist can just call. No, you are an architecture. You are involved. You are to involve in the lifespan of your artist. And going further down, we have states define the artist's long-term vision and goal. One of your role is to define the artist's long-term vision and goal. At times, some of these artists, they don't even know what's their long-term vision. That is why he has employed you. That is why he has said, okay, let's be a partner in this game. For you to be able to give him a long-term vision, how you want him to see, how the kind of sound you want him to make, how you really want his year to flow. Now, we have planning career phases of the artist. You're meant to plan the career phases of the artist, which is talking about the introduction, breakout, and longevity. You can be able to give like a proper introduction on how your artist needs to be introduced during the year, and also breakout, period, and also longevity. Another point is making strategic decision on releases, which is collaborations and market focus. Now, as an artist manager, you should have been able to know the kind of sound your artist is doing. Through that way, you can now be able to know, okay, what kind of releases do we want to have? Okay, when do we want to release song in the first quarter? Do we want to release first quarter? Or do we want to be able to say, okay, during this first quarter, we don't want to release song. We just want to be able to build content, which is doing fixing of other people's song, just to be able to build his followers, his community, and plan for the release in the second quarter. Or also, you can now look at, okay, which collaboration? Okay, is there an artist that I feel, he should be able to do collaboration. This way, he can be able to make him break out into the industry. These are all the things you need to look at and see where it fits in. Number 2 is brand identity and image management. As an artist manager, you need to be able to understand and know the brand identity of your artist, which is, know the kind of brand, how people see him. Is he an artist that what he does something people can be able to relate and know that, okay, this is the kind of artist that I'm working? Because a lot of artists don't have brand, and brand has an additional up to 50% positivity when it comes to the artist's career, because the brand will position him, will project him, and people will be able to know him for a particular way. Take, for example, Fast the Bad Guy. Apart from the fact he's an artist, he's also activist. Like, you can be able to know him and see that, okay, he's an activist. When it comes to things happening around that is not being done in the right way, he comes out, people see him. And not only that, there's a period whereby he was known to be a comic person, a comedian, like a skit, like he has a way of talking, and this way people can be able to relate. And also, that is one key thing of having a good brand. Another person again we can look at is Portable. Portable is known to some people. Portable is a nuisance, but that nuisance has really helped this guy. Like, he is always in the news. Like, he can come up and say 1 or 2 things, and before you know, he's always in the police custody. He's always having issue with one of his colleagues or calling out his followers. So that is the brand that people has known him for. People has known him to be a troublemaker, and it's happening for him. It's working for him. So for other artists, as an artist manager, you should be able to coin and understand, okay, the way that your artist has projected himself, and have a way that, okay, this is the brand of my artist. It might be the kind, like him putting on, like having more like a cap, or having like the way he dresses. the way, the kind of style he does, his hair look would also help. So these are the things you need to look at, like very, very key. But that positioning has to go a long way. At times, so many artists get to change their look, so many times. I remember when Ashake was on Dread, all of a sudden, before he dropped a single like a body of work, then he now went on Core, like Skin. He just because he needed to change an identity. Now, another thing he did in terms of his identity is all his body has tattoo. I'm not saying you should be able to go do exactly the way Ashake is, but I'm trying to tell you the way he wants people to see him, to project him in terms of brand, and it's working for him. So that is one key thing when it comes to brand. Understand your artist, know the kind of brand identity you need to give your artist. Number 3 is team building and operational leadership. Team building and operational leadership. As an artist manager, come 2026, one of the important rules you need to apply is team building and operational leadership. You need to be able to identify or set up a team that is being known for your artist. When I mean team, I mean, when it comes to the videography team, the PR team, the legal team, so, fun. And especially where this thing will work out well is maybe you work with an artist as an independent artist. So it's just you, the artist manager, and the both of you are, putting this thing together. So in that way, you can be able to now select and build a team, a functioning team. And it's not really compulsory for you to, even though you want to have your friend on board, understand and make your friend understand that this is a business. Sell the vision for them as an artist manager. Sell the vision for them and tell them this thing that we're doing in the future is going to pay us. So don't just see it like, oh, it's just a one-off thing. No, because that period as an independent artist that your artist is, you guys really don't have much to pay these people. But what would make them go a long way with you is the vision you're selling to them. So team building and operational leadership. Number 5, digital growth data visibility strategy. And this has to do with the streams, algorithm, and content now drive relevance. You need to be able to, you as an artist manager, you need to understand the digital growth of your artist. Now take for example, last year 2025, you've seen that your artist on Spotify has been able to gross over 100,000 streams. On Apple Music, he has grossed over 80,000 streams. And now you will set a goal and said, okay, this year I want my artist to get to 500,000 streams. It is possible, and it should be a step-by-step approach. You break it down to 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 30 days, 1 week, 7 days, like this. Okay, in 7 days, this is the number of streams we want to do, and that has to do with what strategy of what you think the artist needs to do. And you as an artist, you need to understand DSP, data audience insights, because these are the things that would help you and give you a guidance or give you a roadmap on how to be able to achieve this digital growth. Plan releases strategy and audience insight. You need to plan releases strategy when it comes to this. Plan it well in such a way that you've done pitching. If you're working with any DSP or any distro company, you've told them, okay, you've submitted the whole asset, on time to them for them to be able to pitch, so that by the time the song comes out, you can be able to make good numbers of editorial playlists. Not only there, you have your TikTok influencer, just do it in such a way that anybody, when they see the plan, they know that, okay, this artist manager knows what he or she is doing. Number 6, revenue development and monetizations. Yes, there is another thing in 2026 you need to plan. A lot of people say, I've seen, yes, and I believe the industry have changed now. Now a lot of artists now do their live tours and a whole lot of things, but believe they've not built up on it in a bigger way. Like, you need to pay attention as an artist manager. Live performance and touring, you need to be able to make your artists do live. Leave about the numbers. Don't even look at, okay, will you be able to have about 100 people? No, it's not about the 100. Will you be able to have 200? Just continue doing it. There's something about consistency. There is something about consistency. When you keep on doing something, the day it will build up. Let me give you an example. There's this guy on Instagram that everybody might have seen, called Dadim, that used to shoot his videos where he cooks. He shows his house, how his house is, how he wakes up, go and cook. My bro, this guy was consistent. He did not filter the video. He was just doing his thing himself. Not until the day, just few days ago, Davido remembered him, called him to come on because he's a chef, and this guy blew up, gave him, like, I was amazed in his consistency. And this is what artists don't even have consistency. Like for you to be able to do live, you might have done live performance tour and you did it once, the turnout was not good. You say you don't want to do, continue. There is nothing wrong for you to be able to do live performance show every month. There is nothing wrong. Leave about the numbers. Just be doing. You will be shocked the result you will get at the end of the day. Look at brand endorsement and partnership. As an artist manager, you need to be able to start reaching out to brands. See the kind of brand. First, understand the song your artist is doing and understand the song that is fit into the brand. There's a particular gospel song that has been going so viral. Like, I love this song. I just love this song. It's called Yada. Yada, the gospel artist featuring Ade. And they used, the title of the song is Boku. Boku means more. Boku, this song has gone viral. People are using it. And what is coming to my head is, if I was in the management of Yada, I would reach out to Boku Supermarket and strike a deal with them. Probably strike something kind of okay, and it's for her fans, and tell them that okay, this week what is going to happen because of what the love of the song that has gone viral. You know what I want to do? I want to partner with Boku Supermarket anywhere you have, because they have Boku Supermarket almost everywhere, and tell them to if you're my fans, I want you to meet me at Boku Supermarket because everything is Boku. Like, you're going to be shocked how like I was just thinking this, and if I was in a team, I already know what to strike. Like, have a deal. Boku Supermarket will give her a deal because she's doing well. They have numbers. In fact, see how to be able to do a remix and have a Boku trade. Like, that is just to tell you the power of endorsement. As an artist, even from the title of your artist song can fetch you a deal. That is the truth. So you need to think outside the box as an artist manager this 2026. You have licensing, publishing, merchandising, building sustainable, diversify income. You need to, as an artist manager, you need to be able to teach your artists on how they need to diversify their income. Apart from licensing, they will make money from licensing, publishing, syncing. Syncing is one important way the artists make money. It does not come like that, but when it comes big, especially if your song it has been picked. Merchandising, you can do your merchandising, building sustainable income. Aside the money you're making from the music, the streaming platform or your shows, you as an artist manager, you need to think outside the box. Okay, where do I think that my artist can invest? Because tomorrow, every day is not Father Christmas. You might tell him, okay, shares. If it's okay, you need to start buying shares. You need to start building houses. You need to start buying land. This is thinking outside the box for the rainy days. Another thing, discipline, structure, and long-term sustainability. You need to be able to have a discipline structure. Like, there should be penalties on some things that goes wrong. Even as your team, as an artist, if you're supposed to do a particular thing, you did not do it, there should be a penalty. That is where people take it serious. The label I work for, we have penalties, attached to that. If something is being done wrong by our artists or by any staffs or colleague, like, there's a penalty that you're going to pay for that particular thing. That, that is how it's meant to be. That is where structure is being put into place. Install discipline structure to the business, into the team. Install it, and through this way, I believe that your 2026 is going to be a better way. Just to run through, from the 7 points. Number 1, career strategy and direction. Number 2, brand identity and image management. Number 3, business intelligence and deal negotiation. Yes, business intelligence and deal negotiation. You need to be able to, think outside the box. They have business intelligence and artist manager, and also new negotiation, how to be able to negotiate deals when it comes to that. Number 4, team building and operational leadership. Number 5, digital growth, data and visibility strategy. Number 6, revenue development and monetization. Number 7, discipline, structure, and long-term sustainability. Yes, we've come to the end of this episode, and I believe that with these few points, as an artist manager going into 2026, I want to see you winning. By the end of this year, I want to see your artist has gotten to the top. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Truth with Mr. Energy. Thank you. See you in the next episode.